You guys want to tell how the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs are an affiliate of the Philadelphia Phillies? Hey, look, they're choking in September. Oh, this means that the entire team is going to be a Phillies lineup at some point, isn't it?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of It's Always Sunny in South Philadelphia. I'm your host, Riley Rich. Let's go! That's another fly ball to center field. Garcia going back to the track, leaping and gone! That one has enough distance to get out. We got You are listening to the It's Always Sunny in South Philadelphia podcast, covering the Philadelphia Phillies, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Penn State Nittany Lions football team. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the host of IASSP, Riley Rich.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of It's Always Sunny in South Philadelphia. I am your host, Riley Rich, and today we'll be talking about the divisional wins for the Philadelphia Phillies against the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals at home at Citizens Bank Park. It was I'm not going to call it impressive, but they took care of business, and that was what they needed to do, and they actually started looking like a playoff team. Oh God, I'm believing the false optimism. So while I have completely fallen apart, let's begin with housekeeping. Gotcha, guys. Follow, subscribe wherever you listen, whether that be YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and more, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want merch like this, yes, I actually have merch and Soundman today. You go to bonfire.com/store/IASSP-merch. And with all that being said, let's begin for real. Starting with the Phillies home series against the Miami Marlins. Very close series. It always is a very close game between these two teams, like every single one. All three of those games were separated by one run. So, let's start with Tuesday's game. Aaron Nola took the mound for Tuesday. He went 6 2/3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and striking out 10. Another amazing performance for Aaron Nola. He's actually been really strong this year, and I really like that. Brad Hand did kind of blow it. He got the runners on. Connor Brogdon did give up a sac fly. That's a tough thing in stats where Brogdon's going to get credit for the blown save, even though Brad Hand did all of the work to attempt to blow it. But feel bad for Brogdon. But Jose Alvarado and David Robertson came in, shut it down. This game will be categorized by a Gene Segura walk-off, a walk-off single that saved us from despair and laughter at us. The Phillies team as a whole struck out 10 times. That's not good. They went 1 for 2 with runners scoring position. Don't like that 2 there, and they left 5 on. Edmundo Sosa, you're going to hear that name a lot. He went 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. And then after that, it's just sad. Bryce with 3 strikeouts, Kyle Schwarber with 2 strikeouts, Dalton Guthrie with 2 strikeouts, but that's alright, because everyone out of the 9 hole did very well. I think they went like 12 for 18 or something like that. It was very strong performance from the 9 hole, which is why the episode's going to be, is what it's named. Something about depth, I would guess. So that was a 3-2 win. You go into Wednesday's game. I keep thinking it's Tuesday because it would be the second game of the series, but it's Wednesday. They knocked down on Monday, where Bailey Falter took the mound. He's been very strong as the 6th starter on this team. He went 5 1/3, giving up 7 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Andrew Bellotti and Jose Alvarado out of the bullpen shut it down. Connor Brogdon almost blew it. Got bases loaded, gave up a run, but he ended up shutting it down, getting a save. Phillies team, 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Like that 8, don't like that 2. Again, I will get you guys a graph and everything about RISP. Don't worry about that. They left 4 on, again, not really that bad. Sosa again with magic, 3 for 3. Gene Segura with a home run. Matty Vierling went 2 for 3. Rhys Hoskins and Alec Bohm mixing in a hit of their own. While in the strikeout department, same old, same old. 10 team strikeouts, which is why this game was close. If we can get, like, I don't know, like 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position, 5 runners left on base, 5 team strikeouts, that's where you're going to have the magical game. But if you have either multiple hits with runners in scoring position and 10 team strikeouts, or a low amount of strikeouts and terrible runners in scoring position, it's going to be a very close game. In this one, the Phillies came out victorious, but JT Realmuto with 3 strikeouts, Bryce and Kyle Schwarber registered multi-strikeout games each, which I guess was fine because we were able to convert runners to scoring position, and Mundo Sosa is the greatest player on this earth. But, I mean, having those star players strike out constantly is not a good thing at all. But I'm just hoping that they can improve for the playoffs, and that's very optimistic thinking. Optimistic thinking because I assume that they're going to make it to the playoffs, and I tend to forget sometimes that this is the Phillies we're talking about here, and they haven't made it there in 12 years for a reason. Then we go to Thursday's game, and this one we did not come out on top. We lost this one 6-5. We won Wednesday's game 4-3. Lost Thursday's game 6-5. Kyle Gibson took the mound. Only went 5 innings. That's a very good reason why we lost this game. 5 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Kyle Gibson. Sorry. I knew that was coming. Kyle Gibson. I hate to say this because I love Gibby. He's honestly slipping. The Phillies rotation, this is a compliment for the Phillies rotation, is so good now that a start like that where you're going 5 innings, it doesn't matter like really how well you do unless you're shutting out the team and only giving up 2 hits. You are slipping. At least in my eyes. I think a lot of other people would say Gibby's fine, but with like 9 hits and 4 runs, honestly, Gibby went from like a number 3 starter to we're talking 5 here. Nola, Wheeler, Ranger Suarez, and then you have that like battle of the veterans between like Kyle Gibson and Syndergaard, and then you gotta remember Bailey Falter is still here, Sanchez is still here, Zach Eflin is returning from injury as I'm recording this. So, a lot to consider. Not really a large room for error, in fact a very small room for error. So a start like this might have been fine in May, definitely not fine now. Vinny Natoli, that's actually really nice that I get to shout out Natoli in an episode, especially because we traded for him after the trade deadline. Sam Coonrod and Brad Hand came in, shut it down, and David Robertson didn't. I'm gonna wait on the David Robertson thing because I want to wait until we talk about Seranthony coming back. But just know that David Robertson threw 30 pitches and blew the game. Team as a whole, 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Could be better. See, that's where we lost 8 team strikeouts. That's a bit better, but still not enough to carry that 2 for 6. Rhys Hoskins went 3 for 4. Nick Maton, I believe it's Wolfie. I think Wolfie's his nickname. He had a dinger. Nick Maton has been showing up. But we'll talk about that more next week. Alec Bohm went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Bryce Harper again with 3 strikeouts. But, yeah, having a star like that strike out 3 times is not going to lead to success, and it didn't here. Cindy Alcantara. You are going to hear me use that accent forever. Started on the mound for the Marlins. 6 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk. That's not right. 1 run, no, 5 runs. Some amount of... I can't even read my own handwriting. This is sad. But I'm going to assume that's 8 strikeouts. Although I could be wrong. But just know that we scored 5 runs off of Alcantara. Not a lot of people can say that. And then we get into the weekend series against the Washington Nationals, in which we swept. Sorry for ruining it for all of you. But a very solid series. Let's start with Friday. Noah Syndergaard took the mound for Friday. He went 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Out of the bullpen. Very, very good day out of the bullpen. Andrew Bellotti, Jose Alvarado, Brad Hand, and Nick Nelson, who actually got the save. Awesome for him. First ever Major League save, I think. All 4 of them came out of the bullpen, shut it down, no runs. 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Now you're talking. 5 runners left on base, 4 team strikeouts. See, look what happens when you limit the strikeouts and improve your runners in scoring position. Cause and effect, people. Sorry, I gotta get a tissue. I don't know why I just did that on camera. I feel stupid. But it's not like anybody watches to this point anyway. I'm gonna get roasted for that. Moving on. Again, decrease the strikeouts and improve your runner scoring position. Guys, that is a direct cause and effect. It is going to lead to success, and it did right here against the Nationals. Now, the only thing that's going to change that is the variable of how many runs the other team scores, in which you got to improve that number of runners in scoring position at-bats and your success in those new at-bats. JT Realmuto, I really can't say there's a star in this game because everyone hit. JT went 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs, and Mundo Sosa did it again along with Dalton Guthrie. They each went 2 for 3. Again, everyone hit, and Dalton Guthrie. First hit for Guthrie. First major league hit for Dalton Guthrie. And he actually drove in 2 RBIs, so nice for him. Although he's lucky. Hazley shouldn't have been traded, but that's a point for last March, not now. And so Guthrie and JT, each 2 RBIs each. Very solid game on Friday. We roll right into Saturday. Ranger Suarez on the mound. He did all right for Philly standards. 6 2/3, 7 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Wow, high number for Ranger Suarez. Again, Andrew Bellotti has been awesome this week. Him and Sam Coonrod. Connor Brogdon gave up a run and held again. Don't let it be a trend, Connor. The save part is good, but the run part is bad. Stop now, Connor. Again, could go either way. Team as a whole, 1 for 7. I need more transition. As a collective, this game, the Phillies went 1 for 7 with 7 left on base. Not great, but I mean, I guess it worked out because I think Marsh, Maton, Harper, and Kyle Schwarber all hit home runs. I believe all of them were to the opposite field. Bryce was oppo, Marsh was oppo, Maton was oppo, Kyle, I don't really remember, but I think he was opposite field. So as far as I'm concerned, 4 opposite field home runs. That is very, very impressive. But you know what's more impressive? 3 team strikeouts. 3. That is a real stat. That is why the Phillies won this game by 3. Marsh went 3 for 4. Kyle Schwarber went 2 for 3 with 2 walks. And Brandon Marsh, Nick Maton, and Bryce Harper each with 2 RBIs, propelling them to an 8-5 win on Saturday, and then we go into Sunday. Again, I feel mandatory saying this, but we as a community are praying for, and are looking out for all the victims of the 9/11 attacks. We will always keep you in our hearts. But the Phillies did play on Sunday. Aaron Nola took the start. Very long rain delay, like 3.5 hour long rain delay. Aaron Nola went 2 innings with 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Christopher Sanchez gave up 4 runs, almost blew it. Actually, 2 different times I can count that the Nationals took the lead and the Phillies took it right back in the bottom of the inning. Sanchez gave up 4 runs. Nick Nelson gave up a run. And then Jose Alvarado, Seranthony Dominguez, and David Robertson pitched. Seranthony in the 8th and David Robertson in the 9th. And we're actually going to talk about this now. Sorry, wanted that out so I could speak. It triggers me to a very alarming level that Seranthony Dominguez is the one pitching the 8th and David Robertson is pitching the 9th. David Robertson is 35 years old. Usually I don't criticize age, but the fact of the matter is that David Robertson cannot pitch in back-to-back games. That is a required responsibility of the role of the closing pitcher. You need someone to go back-to-back games, maybe 3 straight at times. But David Robertson can't do it. When he does, he gives up at least a run, if not 4. And the reason why he can't is because his pitch count balloons up to the end of the inning. I saw 40 pitches in an inning. It wasn't even that bad. It was just so many pitches. 30 and 40 pitches is very normal for Robertson. Actually, maybe not 40, but 30 is a pretty good number for Robertson, which is bad for 1 inning. You expect like 10 is a good number. Yeah, 30 is not the greatest. But again, Seranthony has been solid all year. He's at a sub-2 ERA this whole year. If you pitch him in the 9th, Seranthony can pitch back-to-back games, and he can be your closer. David Robertson just can't. As a unit, the Phillies went 2 for 9 with in runners in scoring position. Could be better, could be worse. 8 runners left on base. I did not write down the team strikeouts. Stupid of me. Or no, if I did. 5 team strikeouts. Again, these are really good numbers. 12 strikeouts through 3 games. An average of 4 strikeouts per game. That is miraculous. That is a great series from the hitting core. Reese went 2 for 3 and 4 RBIs. Alec Bohm with 2 RBIs. Bryce Harper with 3 RBIs. And Reese Hoskins and Alec Bohm, each with home runs. The Phillies went 5-1 this week. They again have the Marlins this week. They are playing in Miami. And then they travel to Atlanta. Again, we are playing Atlanta this weekend and next weekend. So it is of the utmost importance that we at least split those series. Because in the event that we get the second wild card, we need momentum against the Braves. But hopefully we drop and get the third so we can play the Cardinals. I'm much less scared of the Cardinals. Now we go down on the farm. This is the last time that we will be doing a whole minor league sweep because both Class A's ended their season. So, not the greatest, but again. I might have been a bit too hard on the Iron Pigs in the beginning. They went 3-2 against Worcester. Not really one of the top teams, but they are like in the mix, like where the Iron Pigs are. They fall, I believe, as I'm updating this. I didn't check on the Monday, but they are 2.5 for 3 games back now. Top players: Derek Hall and Dustin Peterson carrying the way on offense, and James Marvel pitching a few innings and holding that whip number down. Double-A, everybody had a canceled game at some point. Actually, except for Jersey Shore, but everybody has been affected by the rain in some way, shape, or form. Double-A, Double-A went 3-2 against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Double-A affiliate of the Blue Jays. McCarthy Tatum and Carlos De La Cruz led the way offensively, while Adam Leverett shut it down on the mound. And then we get to the teams that ended the season. Let's start with Class A Advanced, who started this season with Andrew Painter and Mick Abel, developed them nicely. Rickson, Wingrove, and Baron Radcliffe stayed with the team the whole time, and they did amazing as well. Jersey Shore went 51-81. They ended the season 4-2 against the Aberdeen Ironbirds, the affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. Again, Wingrove led the way offensively, Kendall Simmons as well, and Kyle Glogoski got Pitcher of the Week in the South Atlantic League, so props to him. And then Clearwater, I mean, they had Hao-Yu Lee. That was great. Justin Crawford by the end of the year and a bunch of our draft picks by the end of the year. They just missed on the prospects, though. I feel bad for them. Again, kind of like where AA was last year, dry spell of prospects. They finished the year 57-71. They went 1-3 against the Bradenton Marauders, the affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Very similar to Glogoski, Estebenzen Jimenez got Pitcher of the Week for the Florida State League, and the team scrubbed all of their stats. Unless I didn't work hard enough, I usually look on minor league stats, and nothing came up for Clearwater, so I honestly have no clue who led the way offensively. But we could probably just say, like, Marcus Lee Sang and, I don't know, Chad Castillo's been in the lineup. Ellie Ricks has been in the lineup, so yeah. So that will do it for my league report, which means you guys know what's coming next. It's Philly of the Week. Ladies and gentlemen, Sadman is back for Philly of the Week, and this one might have been the easiest decision. Actually, well, maybe not the easiest. I mean, we did have a few MLB players of the week, but this one was easily top 3 easiest pick for a hitter. I could give this the entire 9-hole, which I'm not going to, because that feels kind of cheesy. Brandon Marsh had a solid week. Dalton Guthrie had a solid week, including his first big league hit. But the winner of this week's Philly of the Week goes to Edmundo Sosa. Edmundo went 7 for 12 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. Home runs is not a thing he does that particularly well. And so far, through 5 games in September, he has an 1879 OPS. In the last week, he is second among all players in OPS. I forget the first might be, I think it's Bo Bichette. Not sure. But Edmundo Sosa wins Player of the Week. And that is going to do it for this episode of It's Always Sunny in South Philadelphia. Make sure to follow and subscribe wherever you listen. If you can see me, hi guys, I'm sorry for this cough and nose situation. It's not a sickness, okay? It's actually allergies. I'm actually being serious. But links, you will see those right now. And remember, even if the Phillies get swept by the Braves, which is actually an illogical situation, even if we somehow get hit around by Sandy Alcantara, even if we somehow get the second spot, not the third, and mess the whole playoffs up, keep your heads high, because it's always sunny in South Philadelphia. I plan on seeing you guys Saturday for a live stream of the Penn State-Auburn game. That's going to be sick. And I believe the Phillies and Braves are also playing at some point. So keep your eyes on our Instagram page. That was the third link that you saw for those that could see it. At IASSP.podcast. Follow that for information on the live stream. But other than that, I will see you guys next week over the weekend for Penn State. And then next week for Eagles and Phillies. Eagles on Sunday night. So I don't know what I'm going to do first. But I'll see you guys later.